Good morning, everyone. Obviously a momentous and celebratory day for us here. I just want to share a few thoughts with Kyle before he comes out. I sort of think back to, I was walking through the locker room and there's incredible stats, right? There's 20 NBA seasons, which only a few NBA players have done, in the history of the NBA. 6 NBA All-Stars, all-time leader in assists, steals, and three-pointers. But I think everyone in this building, this city, this country, even myself, will remember Kyle for something a little different. I think watching him play basketball, stirred everybody's heart. And I think he played a brand of basketball that very few in the NBA have matched. Every possession for him was life and death. Every opposing player's drive was a new chance to take a charge. I think every post-up attempt on him, was destined to be a miss. And so in many ways, I think of the franchise before Kyle and sort of after Kyle's arrival. And I was thinking about it last night, I looked it up. Before Kyle, the franchise had 0 50-win seasons. After Kyle's arrival, or with Kyle, we had 5 straight 50-win seasons. Before Kyle, we had won 1 playoff series in the history of the team. With Kyle, we won 9 playoffs in 5-year series, culminating obviously with the 2019 NBA championship. And so I think back to that season, which was obviously the most memorable for all of us. We had the Kawhi trade, we had the Gasol trade. I think we even had a maybe Kyle trade. We were down 2-1 to Philly, at Philly on the road. We were down 2-0 to Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals. Even Game 5, closeout game here, we lose. But I think what it led to was my most memorable and happy moment of Kyle was that first half of Game 6 in the NBA Finals. When Kyle came out, he had 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists in the first half. I remember thinking at halftime, for all the doubters and all the haters and all the people who didn't think Kyle could win one, on the biggest NBA stage, with all the all-time greats that were on that court, Kyle rose above. And he'd always have that moment, and he can always look back and all the years of hard work and from where he grew up, and he'd have that. And I just felt, for him, he'd have that. And so it's my honor to announce that we'll be retiring Kyle's iconic number 7 this season at Scotiabank. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
That's part of the thing.
This is Kyle's moment. I'll get out of here.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Good morning. All right, cool. All right, bet. Bobby just told me, offered me a deal. I was thinking about coming back because Kawhi came back. But I'm joking. Just kidding. This is oh, where you go? Okay. This is a wonderful moment. I never thought that I would be in this situation in my life, and I'm kind of just freestyling right now, but this is like, I never thought I would be here. And hard work, dedication, support systems, friends, family, they helped me be here, teammates. staff members, media. They definitely helped me be here at this point in my life. This is a special moment for me. Words can't really describe it. I always said that, I would retire a Toronto Raptor, and that was everything. This place is, I call it home. I mean it through and through. Everything about the city of Toronto, the country of Canada. It's done special wonders for me, and I appreciate it. I mean, we won the championship. I got my guy Y there, and he was a big part of that. In 19, my family, my wife Ayana, my son Cam here. Carter is AAU. He's more important things than be here with his dad, but it's pretty cool to have it. I got my friends, my day ones here, and my guy Larry. Special place in my heart, Larry, and I appreciate everything you've done for me and my family, and letting me know that the jersey would be retired and hang in the Raptors, and thank you. I appreciate it. I don't really got much else to say. Thank you guys for being here. My guys over there, appreciate y'all. I know who y'all are. I appreciate y'all, and thank you. JQ.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Jamma.
We'll move that chair. We're just going to move the second mic in the chair, and then we're
you
going to
move this? Okay.
No, you stay there.
Okay. Yeah. How about, yeah.
Members of the media, if they have a question,
If they have
we'll start with Doug
questions,
Smith.
Yeah, ask Ms. Smith.
Josh Lundberg.
Yep, Jen. Hey, things don't change.
I'm having a cleansing breath right now.
Hey, Kyle, it's Doug Smith, the Toronto Star.
Hey, Dougie.
How are you, man?
Buddy? Me and you look we're the same age now.
Yeah, but I'm not retired yet.
You might need to.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. Hey, what do you think it was about the connection you had with this organization and this city country that worked?
I think the city and the country kind of they go on guys that play hard. It was a hockey town. It's a hockey place. Hard work, play through anything, and I think that was the connection. I played through anything. Hard work. I worked hard. I played hard. I did anything it took to win basketball games, and I think it's just one of those places that it shows it's grit, right? It's not the warmest place, but you gotta still get up and go to work every single day. These people go to work every day in the cold weather, and it's just about the determination of getting the job done.
So we're going to Josh Lewinberg, and then over to CBC Kids, and then to Scott Campsell.
Hey, Kyle.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good. Congrats on a great career, man.
Appreciate you.
You always told us that you were going to wait until retirement to reflect back on all the milestones and accomplishments, and that day is here. No more putting it off. When you have you had the opportunity to look back at the last 20 years, specifically the 9 with Toronto, and think about what it meant to you and why?
I haven't had a full chance to sit back and think about it, but I have, and they had some beautiful things set up in the locker room, and the accomplishments that I did here, first in things and fourth in things, and championship, and the things that I've been able to do throughout my career, especially here, it is special. I mean, a guy who's from North Philly, not super athletic. I'm 6 feet. You know what I mean? Like, I am 6 feet. Yeah, I ain't know. Don't question that. But to be in this situation, to do the things I've done, I think it was pretty spectacular. And to be one of only 2 players in the NBA history to play 20 years under 6 foot and under is pretty incredible. And I still have time to reflect and look back on things, and it's going to take a long time, and I'm sure social media is going to put up stats and stuff like that. But I think I had a hell of a career.
And aside from, I'm assuming, a lot of golf, what does retirement look like for you? Have you thought about what comes next?
Yeah, golf, being home, being with the kids, and being a family. Being dad, a big time Uber, a lot of Ubering around. But I'll be home and see my kids grow. Carter is going to be 15, Cam's going to be 11, and my kids getting old, y'all. And y'all remember they was kids, so that's what is the most important thing, is I get to be home and be dad.
Let's go to CBC Kids, then Scott, then John Chidley.
What's up, bro?
Hey, Mr. Lowry. Arjun Ram from CPC Kids News. I don't know if you remember me.
I do remember you.
Okay, that's awesome.
I do remember. You had the best question ever.
Greatest question of all
Yes.
time. For the greatest Raptor of all time. I asked you how it felt to be an icon all over Canada, across the country, before Game 5 of the NBA Finals. I was 12 at the time. Now I'm 20 years old.
Oh, shoot.
I want to know, though, if you could speak to 10-year-old Kyle, what would you say to him, and what do you think 10-year-old Kyle would ask you?
What you got, Cam? That's 10-year-old Kyle right there. I think I would say to him, what I would say to him is, hey, just keep working. You know, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep playing hard. You know, just keep your head straight forward. Don't worry about the distractions to the left and the right, because things will distract you. There's things that want to distract you, but you got to stay focused and keep focused and have fun with everything. Smile, laugh, enjoy the moments. You know, sometimes don't be so serious, but the possibilities are endless if you just continue to work hard.
Just one more for you.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Your answer last time, you told me that you held yourself to a super high standard and you'd love to keep it professional on the business side of basketball, but you also like to have fun. I just want to know, as you look at your career on the day of your retirement, do you think that you lived up to those words you said back in 2019?
Yeah, I do. I do. To this day, I mean, I'm going to have fun. I'm always going to have I think I did. To answer your question, I believe I lived up to myself and the standards that I hold for myself. Business side of basketball, professional side of basketball, and the fun side of basketball. I mean, at the end of the day, in 2019, like I said, we won a championship and we had fun doing it. And like I said, a lot of people that's in this building had a part to do with that. And you know, we lost Game 5, but you know, Game 6 we closed it out. But it was a great run, and I remember those days and those practices like yesterday. And there's special times and moments.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. So we're going to Scott Counsel, John Chidley-Hill, and then Vivek.
Hey, Kyle. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
You know, obviously, looking back in your time in Toronto, you know, a lot of focus on the championship. There's a lot of focus on the on-the-court stuff. But when you look back, is there, you know, a memory or something personal that like really stands out to you when you think back on your time in Toronto?
On the court or off the court?
Both.
You didn't ask that.
Okay, off the court.
All right. Off the court, you know, I think me and my family, we did Thanksgivings here, we did Christmases here and everything. I think that's the most important thing. We gave back to the community as best we could, and it was a great time. We met some great people. We did some great things without trying to, you know, get recognition for it. We just did it because that's what we wanted to do for our family. You know, there's some people that don't have all the, you know, amenities and greater things in life that we have. So we wanted to make sure we share those moments to kind of make sure that everyone knows that, you know, there is a better side to life.
Thank you. So John Chidley-Hill next.
Kyle, just here behind Nav. First of all, welcome home and congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I got two questions for you. The first is, as JQ alluded to, it's sort of been an open secret that you wanted to retire with the Raptors. You wanted to retire here.
I don't think it was an open secret, but cool.
But when did you know that you wanted to retire in Toronto as a Raptor?
When I said it.
Okay. No, but like in your heart, like not to us.
I mean, I think that, you know, I mean, if you guys seen the video this morning, like, I think this place has just been special for me, you know, since the day I got here. I mean, we had some rough times, but I think, you know, when the playoffs and we got back to the playoffs and the fans showed their support and me being here and being around the city and being around the organization and being around the country, it's a special place. You know, it's no place like other. It's one team for the whole country. And to do what you do and what you could possibly do here, your fan base goes a long ways, right? And, you know, when you play for, you know, Canada's team, you are somebody all over the world. And, you know, the Canadians are special people, and Toronto's a special city. And it was just only right. And, you know, I had a great guy in my corner, and Larry, and I think his support and his wife Judy's support kind of made it really feel like it was home.
as a follow-up, your game was defined by intangibles more than all the stats and everything. Obviously, charges were a big part of that. Do you have a favorite charge
Yep.
that you took? Which
Yep.
one?
All-Star game. Yep. Against Kawhi Leonard. Yep. He still owed me some money from that. You know, we should have gave me some bonus money for that. But yeah, that's my favorite charge in my career in the All-Star game. But nah, all the charges, the intangibles, they all matter to me.
So we're going to go to Vivek, then S, and then Cash. So
Are they gonna remember that?
I have it written down.
Oh, you're cool. You're so smart. Like the glasses.
Hey, Kyle. Right over here. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
You've spent the last few years as a mentor to a lot of young players. I was just wondering, as you look towards retirement, have you reached out to anyone seeking out advice on what it looks like? And also just curious what the conversations with DeMar specifically have been like.
I got some friends that are retired, and you know, they've been retired for a while. You know, I think that I didn't have to reach out to them. I talked to them about a little bit here and there, but I was ready. I'm ready. I think it's, you know, being able to walk off on your own, you know, accord is massive, and I think that's what the biggest thing for me is. I'm walking out on my accord. You know, if I probably wanted to be a mentor for another year, I'm sure I could have done it, but it's time to go home and be a dad, like I said, and you know, talk to DeMar. I talked to DeMar last night. You know, he's getting close, but he's still got a lot of basketball left in him. And you know, we just talk about life. You know, as you guys know, that's my best friend, and we talk every day almost, and just talk about everything. So he's, you know, he's supporting me. I wish he was here, but you know, he's out far out west. But he'll be here when the thing goes up top.
Thanks. So S, and then Joseph, and then Samson.
They're gonna bring you a mic.
They're going to bring you a
Don't
mic.
worry about
Yeah, sure.
it. Everybody wants to hear your important question. Everybody in here, they want to hear you.
Congratulations
Thank you.
on a great career. You've talked about how special it is to represent Canada, kind of be an unofficial representative. For someone who maybe hasn't played here, how would you summarize playing and representing Canada?
Amazing. I mean, you're not just playing for, and I said it a million times, you're not just playing for Toronto. You're playing for Halifax, Calgary, BC. You know, you're playing for across, you know, a whole country, and you're who you are doesn't just show up in one place. It shows up in every place. Like, the fans are everywhere. So it's like, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just an amazing place to be, because it's not just one city. You know, the NBA, you know, it's very city-based or whatever. This is a city, but it's a country-based. So it's not just like, oh yeah, we're fans of, you know, you could be anywhere, and they're going to be Toronto Raptor fans. And that's the cool part about it.
Just as an aside, I know a lot of fans have thought about, you know, statue and maybe giving you a statue. Is that something you would want? And if so, what moment would you want immortalized?
I mean, I think it'd be awesome to get that, Bobby. If it happened, it happened, and I think it'd be great. It'd be awesome. What I want it to be, I don't know. I let the fans keep that conversation going, because I have no idea. It would just be an amazing feat to have that. It'd be cool to be out there and you know, with the hockey guys and the basketball player. So it'd be cool.
So Joseph, Samson, Brian, and then Ryan.
Hey, Kyle. You've over.
Oh, what's up?
You talked about this place being home a number of times. You've talked today about, you know, how important it was and how much it meant to represent Canada. Was there a point, I don't know whether it was early in your tenure here or whenever it was, where this went in your mind from just, you know, another place you play professionally to home?
When Messiah gave me another contract. No, I think and I really mean it. That Brooklyn series, you know, showed me a lot from the fans. And I mean, game one, we ran out and it was already packed And I mean, we ran out. I feel like the floor and the building was rumbling just of the fans cheering for us. And you know, even though we didn't do anything, we weren't successful in the long term at the end of it. But they still cheered us when we walked off the floor. And I think that kind of started to turn it a little bit. But as you continue to be here and you know you grow and you know you see the people every single day, the staff members, your teammates, the people that work in the offices, you know, it became every day saying hello, speaking to them. It became like your family, your home. And I think that's the one thing is like, you know, I was here a long time and the same core people were here. And those people were very important to the maturation of me, the growth of this organization. The We the North, you know, it was just that was that moment.
And then just a quick follow-up. Sorry, you mentioned when you first sat down that you never saw yourself here, big picture-wise. Now that the career's over, have you started to contemplate whatsoever that you left behind with probably a Hall of Fame career resume? Have you started to contemplate that?
We'll let the committee, the Naismith Hall of Fame committee, make that decision. But I just think I'm happy with my career. I've done a lot of things in my career. I got a gold medal. I got a championship. I got All-Stars, All-NBA. You know, I was able to provide for my family. So I think that's the one thing that I'm happy about. I got 2 great kids. No, that's just, you know, they got to see a lot of it. They got to be a part of a lot of it, which is, you know, really cool.
So Samson and then Brian Wilstadt, Eric Kareen.
Hey, Kyle, just over here.
What? We
Congrats
got.
on,
Oh, so sorry.
Congrats on the career, by the
Thank
way.
you.
I'm sure you're aware of the Carter effect and the kids who grew up to become NBA players after Vince Carter landed in Toronto. After you had a championship here and obviously a seminal career with the Raptors, if there are kids in the next generation that looks up to you, what aspects of your game would you like to see them emulate?
I think the unselfishness. I think that's the one thing that I displayed is the unselfishness, and I think that's one thing that you can't really like teach or see on the stat sheet. Just being unselfish and sacrificing your body, your mind, and just giving all to your teammates and giving your all to the game. That's the one thing I think that I would love for them to take from me, and just being able to show up every single day, work hard, just give yourself to this game of basketball.
Thank you. So Brian, who's in the second row up here, Monica. Then Ryan Wilstadt, Eric Kareen, and Greg Ross.
A lot of guys in the league that you played with went on to become stars. You see it with Pascal, OG, Norm. What's it like knowing Freddie, list goes on. What's it like seeing those guys, and what comes from the mindset that you guys shared to make them so successful?
I think when they all joined this organization as we were ascending, and we were, she caught it, good job. While we were ascending, I think we kind of set the mold of what this franchise was going to be, how you come in here, how you approach the game, and they all took that and they ran with it. The talent, they worked hard, they did everything. We put we had the base model, but those guys were talented and they wanted it. And every last one of those guys you've named, only one besides OG is not an all-star. OG is now a 2-time champion. I mean, those guys wanted it. They seen the work that myself, DeMar was putting in every single day in this building, and they seen how much this, what you can get from it. And I think they all just accepted it and took it and ran with it. So, I mean, kudos to those guys. Those guys are my little brothers. I love them to death. They're making me proud every single day. I mean, I talk to OG, won championship, Pascal, Freddie. I talk to Norm. All these guys. There's just a special place in my heart.
A lot of your big moments during the regular season also came with guys that were coming off the bench. What was the mindset that you were trying to instill? Didn't matter who you were playing with.
I think those guys. Corey Joseph is he was one of my favorite teammates off the bench ever. We just wanted to make sure we did things to make sure that we got to lead more or we got to lead back. Those bench guys, you got to play a role in this league. If you play your role, there's a lot of things that can happen if you play your role and do your job.
Thank you. Final 3 questions are Ryan Wilstadt, Eric Kareen, Greg Ross.
Hey, Kyle.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Not much. Good, good. Congratulations. Hell of a run.
Thank you, man. No glasses today?
No glasses.
Can you see me?
Barely.
Okay, cool.
Just two quick ones. Did you like the dunk or the charge better at the All-Star game?
Definitely the charge.
Okay.
The dunk was, I got hops, so it was easy. You know what I'm saying?
And then the other one, you kind of talked about it a bit, and Bobby alluded to kind of the lack. Like, there wasn't as much success before you got here. I mean, what did that first year where you got back to the playoffs, just the whole thing mean to you?
That you can do something, right? And, everyone doubted us and counted us out, and, those guys did a great job of, oh, shoot, I see that. Let me see that. Hold on, y'all. Vince Carter's on FaceTime. Hey, what's...
Congratulations, man.
What'd you say?
Yes, I had to cut you off. Congratulations, man.
They can
I
hear
love
you.
you, man. Hi, everybody. You went smart. Hey, man, congratulations.
Sorry, y'all.
You are the GOAT. You are the man. I'm happy for you. But I see you in a couple of days, man.
No.
It's time to go.
I see you tomorrow, tonight. I get there today. What time you get there?
But, bro, we're not talking about that. We're talking about you and your day, man.
You said golf.
Congratulations, man.
Oh, appreciate you, brother. I appreciate
I'm
it.
happy, boy. You're proud of you. Love you, man.
Love you too,
You are
dog.
the GOAT. You are the man, man. Enjoy this. Enjoy it.
I am, bro.
Enjoy it.
I am, dog. I appreciate it. We'll talk about it. We'll have a little dinner.
We'll talk about it, bro.
All right, brother.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
Out.
All right. Vince Carter, everybody. Vince Carter. I have no idea what you were talking about. What was the question?
Do you want to ask your question again, Ryan?
Yeah.
That's a first.
Oh, no, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. No, I think that, before I got here, they were they had a playoff run or whatever. But, after that, I think Bobby, Masai, they did their job, man. They did their job, and they put the right pieces around and put together a team. And, I think the one thing throughout the time that I've been here, and I don't throw this around lightly in the NBA, but we were truly a family. Like, I truly believed, and they put together the greatest players that you could possibly bring in and out of an organization, and I really felt like we were a family all through and through. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, when Y got here, Mark got here, that was they came in and they were family, and that's why I think we were able to be so successful. Danny too. We forgot about Danny.
Thanks. Go ahead, Eric.
Kyle, congrats.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
Bobby alluded to the almost trade he didn't say 2019, but I'll say 2019.
Bobby alluded to that. Bobby wouldn't do that.
Obviously, there were ups and downs in your relationship with the franchise, vice versa. How much of that was driven by your sort of insatiable desire to win? And did you, in your mind, need a championship to validate your career?
I don't know. You're talking about this. Me and this organization has always been eye to eye. We've always been on the same page. Always been great.
Yeah.
No, I think the championship is the only goal that matters when we play in the NBA. And when you play in the NBA, yes, you can provide for your family, you can get paid and all that stuff. But I played to win, and that's all I really cared about. And I think that's the one thing about this organization. They always gave me an opportunity to win, and that's what you want in an organization. That's what you want in a team. That's what you want, period. You want to win. And winning the championship was just, probably it was the biggest basketball accomplishment in my career. And that means a lot.
Thank you. Last question is going to Greg Ross, who's at the back there.
Kyle, now that you're a Raptor again, I guess you can cheer for this team outwardly. I'm assuming that you're going to cheer for the Raptors, and I'm wondering, as a fan, watching some of the moves they made, including reportedly bringing Kawhi Leonard back, who's here with us today. What did you think of that move?
I mean, first and foremost, I appreciate him being here. That's my guy. I mean, y'all know, Y is a special person. He's a special basketball player, and I appreciate him even coming. I mean, that just shows, look at this, like his humility to be here for my moment and just to be here and support it. So I appreciate that, Y, and I think the moves that Bobby is making and what he's doing, they know what they're going to do. They're trying to win another championship. And starting with that guy right there, you get him to that point, your championship is the only aspiration, and that's why he's here. And I can't wait to watch these guys grow and gel together because it's going to be special. You got some great young players, Scotty, CMB, Shed, Quick, those guys. It's going to be awesome, and I'll be able to watch a couple of games and cheer for them. And when I'm doing my little TV deal, I won't do no critiquing, all positive critiquing. So I'm giving all tidbits on TV for them, but I'm looking forward to it. And Bobby, he's going for it, and I think he knows what he's doing.
I just wanted, and one follow-up, I just wanted to ask your last game in Toronto. I thought we get a follow-up.
Oh, all right, you can go ahead, brother.
Well, he was looking.
We're going to wrap it up after you, Greg, so get this one in.
Yeah, your last game in Toronto, obviously you weren't a Raptor, you weren't a starter, you came in to a pretty incredible moment. Can you reflect on the way that this crowd reacted, the way they demanded that you come into the game and just that moment?
I think that was like the perfect moment for me in my Toronto basketball playing career. It was to end like that, fans cheering for me, standing ovation, wanting me in the game. It was just perfect. It was like the perfect storybook ending to a basketball career in the city. And the fans, this is, I did it for y'all, and we're here now. Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thank you, Kyle. So Kyle, I'd like to invite you and Bobby to come down to the front of the stage here, please. That's it. That's it. And thank you very much, everybody. That concludes the formal portion of the press conference. Appreciate you coming.